What's up everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, the crypto universe. Today is Friday, July 12th. In today's video, we have to talk about the top Rune tokens I want on your radar. Now, why is this really important? Well, because the total market cap within the whole entire Rune's ecosystem is $1 billion. Now, we saw this get as high as around 1.8 to almost $1.9 billion. And that was in the latest bull run for Runes. But in this video, I want to share with you 5 specific gems that could potentially do a 10x to even 100x in this next cycle for the Runes ecosystem. So keep in mind, none of this is financial advice. I'm only here to provide data and analytics and also kind of do some alpha hunting with you. So before we begin, please smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page. And most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So let's go and understand how this market cap, or at least the market cap of these runes, compared to other meme coins. So you can see that right now, Dog of the Moon is the top rune token in the largest market cap at around 430 million. And then some others around, say for instance, the 5 million and higher. So let's go and compare this to the actual meme coin market. So meme coins tend to rally into the billions of dollars if they're considered blue chip. So we can see these go from around $1 billion all the way even up to $80 billion, which was Dogecoin's all-time high market cap. So basically what we need to focus on is any Rune tokens that have a market cap that's underneath $1 billion. Anything under $1 billion and especially below $500 million is an absolute steal. And we have to keep in mind the total market cap for Runes is $1 billion. And if you compare that to the blue chips of meme coins on other blockchains, they're above $1 billion. So I think even one of these coins is going to reach $1 billion, or at least even $500 million. So we have to see how early we are with Runes, because Runes right now is only 3 months old. Now, if you compare that to BRC20 tokens, which have been around for almost a year, you can see that Runes right now could be following the same trajectory, or maybe even sooner and faster than BRC20s. Keep in mind, Runes is not really implemented that well within the ecosystem, meaning there isn't that many tools that have been built for Runes because it's so new. I'm going to share with you an example of what that's like with our very first token. Now, this is the very first token I want you to pay attention to because it only has a 4 million market cap with a 1 billion token supply. So not many buyers, because there's only 3,100 right now with a low market cap. So that's why I definitely think that this could possibly do well. So the reason I bring that up is because we do know that Donald Trump has confirmed that he's going to be attending the Bitcoin conference this month. This is very huge because this is the first time we're actually seeing a presidential elect, or even a president or former president, even attend anything crypto or Bitcoin related in terms of conferences. So if he is elected, if he ends up winning this election, then I definitely think that this token is going to skyrocket into, say for instance, the 100 million to even 200 million market cap. That's just my perspective. Remember when I mentioned that there isn't really that many tools for Runes at all? Well, look at Magic Eden. Even their initial swapping tool isn't live yet. And this was announced when the Rune Marketplace was launched. But I definitely think that Magic Eden is going to be the very first company or the very first website that's going to create an initial swap for BTC for any of these other native tokens within Runes. Now let's go ahead and talk about our second token, and that is Satoshi Nakamoto. Now this is a market cap at around 20 million, roughly 21 million supply to honor the 21 million that's in supply and circulating for Bitcoin, 17,000 holders as of right now. The reason I'm paying attention to this is because it was etched on Rune number 6. Now that's amazing because it was one of the very first 10 Rune tokens to be etched within the Rune ecosystem. Plus it has the amazing ticker symbol Satoshi. And please remember, in the Rune ecosystem, the very first word before this little dot is going to be the ticker symbol for that Rune token. So for it to score Satoshi is a huge win. And I definitely think that sooner or later, this is going to have a supply shock, a supply and demand shock. So this could possibly reach into the hundreds of millions as well. Now there's no other utility or any deliverance or any fan base that I'm paying attention to with this, because it's really not. This is just based on speculation. I definitely think it'll get there at some certain point or another, considering that it's really at its new all-time low price of around 1,700 sats. Now, next up I want to talk about is Billion Dollar Cat. Now, this is a token that came out of nowhere. It's itched on 72,000, which is actually pretty high. So we're actually right up there. It wasn't even in the top 10, top 100, not even top 50,000. It's 72,000. But the reason this token has done really well is because there's been a lot of social media buzz. So if you go over Twitter, this is their actual Twitter page. Now, it really does not have that many followers, but what they've really done a really good job at is creating a website where you can take photos and place this little image of the Bitcoin logo, which was turned into a cat's face, and applying it to different images that you can perhaps overlap on, like say for instance this cat, and many other different images as well. You can put it on PFPs, NFTs, you can put it on videos, anything you want, it will be there. But that's just the kind of nook and cranny of it. I've seen a lot of people put this as their PFP, but it doesn't mean it's a promising coin. Now, this has 7,200 holders with a 1 billion supply, but this is the thing that I'm very suspicious about, is that there's a very limited amount of holders, yet the market cap is 30 million. Who knows if this is manipulated? This has a ton of whales based on what I'm seeing, but that could work to their benefit if it's done the right way. But this is something that I want you to pay attention to nonetheless, because who knows, maybe this could do really well when this reaches into the 100 million or even 200 million market cap. Next up, what I want to talk about is some recent news that was just announced today, and I will talk about that in just a little bit. But this is Decentralized. Now, this is created by an Ethereum-based project called CyberKongs. They decided to create a token, and it was called Decentralized, and it was itched on Rune number 2, which is actually kind of amazing. It beat a lot of different prominent coins as well. Now, this has 41,000 holders. That's a reasonable amount, with a 21 billion circulating supply of this token, 32 million market cap. I definitely think that this could do really well later on down the road. Now, besides it being Rune number 2, what is it trying to do? Well, recently, this is what Decentralized just announced, and it was introducing a new collection. This is an Ordinals collection, which are the NFTs of Bitcoin, and it was called Untitled. Now, apparently, this is the first Ordinals collection to be minted in a rune. So this is new to us. We've never heard this before. Now, in partnership with Magic Eden, they have created one of the very first use cases for runes in the form of using a fungible to mint a non-fungible collection. Now, Untitled is the first of its kind collection. We believe it is important for the decentralized community to have an identity. On top of that, innovating and experimenting is crucial and for cementing the culture and provenance of Decentralized, as well as pushing forward the technology-driven brand identity. So this is something that's fairly new that just happened today. And that's why you're seeing the price of it just jump right up from around 2.18 sats to around 2.48. So not much volume, but nonetheless, I definitely think that this is something where they're trying to innovate, try something new. And I like that within the Rune ecosystem, since this is how early we are, that people are just starting to invent or build on top of these runes, which I think is really cool. So I definitely support a project like this. In personal, my opinion, I definitely think it's very creative in a way to use runes other than meme coins. So let's just see how this goes, but I want this to be on your radar. And nonetheless, let's go ahead and talk about our last coin. It has to be the last one and the only one that I need to talk about, and that's Dog Out of the Moon. You've already seen my videos before, and you've already seen how bullish we are, so I'm not going to sound like a broken record repeating the same thing over and over. Feel free to check out any of those videos previously that we've uploaded. Now, the reason I'm talking about Dog Out of the Moon is because we're seeing that, yes, the market cap is around 431 million, and yeah, so what? We're down roughly around 31%, but we're at here at this next support level. We bounced right around here, which is showing a lot of strength. Now, if you look at the whales, and I thank Dog BTC for sharing this with us, but he's saying that this is the third positive day in a row that these whale wallets within the top 40 are accumulating. They are not dumping. And the last thing I want to share with you is, believe it or not, we are actually growing in unique holders. So we are literally 71 holders away from hitting a new all-time high of unique holders of around 76,000. So the reason I'm paying attention to this is because now that's affordable for people to buy, now we're seeing over 5,000 unique holders being exposed, buying into this, and we're getting close to around our 77,000 unique holder count, which, if you don't know, 77,000 was the amount of wallets that were airdropped, the 889,000 tokens per runestone ordinal. So if you look at this, you can kind of understand that right now, this is not only going to be the top rune coin with the largest market cap and unique holder ratio, but sooner or later, it's going to be the top meme coin all the way to number 1. That's going to be a competitor to Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, which is going to be in the billion-dollar family. Now, with that said, you've seen my top 5 coins that I want you to pay attention to, that I want on your radar. Remember, the market cap 4 runes in total is $1 billion. This will be crazy to see which one is going to reach the $1 billion family first. Is it going to be the Donald Trump? Is it going to be Satoshi Nakamoto? Is it going to be Billy the Cat? Is it going to be Decentralized? Is it going to be Dog Go to the Moon? We don't exactly know, but nonetheless, I'm sharing with you ahead of time what you should be looking out for. So if you want us to cover more gems within the Rune ecosystem, go ahead and comment down below and let me know a specific Rune token you want me to review, and I'll possibly cover it in our next video. So as always, by supporting this channel, most importantly, you need to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all of our alpha calls and trades regarding ultimate Rune gems. Until then, see you guys and girls next time.